energy power. Nuclear power or nuclear energy is used for an exothermic nuclear process to generate useful heat and electricity. Exothermic means of a reaction or process accompanied by the release of heat, the opposite of endothermic.
Nuclear energy is a non-renewable resource. It's non-renewable because it mostly relies on uranium, which is a scarce resource, but not commonly found.
Advantages. Nuclear power stations do not contribute to carbon emissions. No CO2 is given out. It therefore does not contribute to global warming. Nuclear power stations do not produce smoke particles to pollute the atmosphere or emit gases that contribute to acid rain. We can control the output from a nuclear power station to fit our needs. It is relatively easy to control the output, although the time factor for altering power output is not as small as for fossil fuel stations.
Disadvantages. The waste produced by nuclear reactors is extremely radioactive and needs to be stored safely, needs to be disposed of or stored safely, otherwise it can leak radiation into the surrounding countryside. Also, nuclear reactors pose a high risk. There's a risk that nuclear reactors Another practical disadvantage of using nuclear energy is it costs a lot of money to set up a nuclear power station. Not always possible to developing countries to afford such a costly power source. Nuclear power stations also take a long time to build, 5 to 10 years. Fire.
Nuclear energy is the energy stored in the centre of the nucleus of an atom. After we bombard the nucleus into two parts, two different elements are formed along with the emission of high energy. The process generally followed is called fission. There is another reaction called fusion, which produces almost 1/10 of the energy as produced during fission. Fission is the chain reaction which needs uranium. Facts. In 1905, Einstein discovered that mass could be changed into energy and vice versa. In 1918, Sir Ernest Rutherford showed that atoms could be split. By 1942, the world had its first nuclear reactor.